Oh man, I don't have much of anything. These dudes just appeared out of nowhere. Is that a flare? Yep. Well, I'm definitely not, like... I don't want it flying off the hinges and coming at me and me panicking and pooping myself. Is that a manuscript on the ground? I really want to shoot those cans, but now's the worst time for me to do that. Emil made Tom do it. Did he? Did he? I don't think so. Yeah, ding dong. See, you shoot people in the wiener, and they tend to not want to come back from that. Oh, there's gotta be a treasure or something around here. Oh, this way. This way. Oh, very deceiving. You dual wield flare gun and pistol at the same time. Where is Barry? This is a check mark. Yeah, baby. Well, there's Barry. So let's check this out. This is definitely a manuscript. So let's see. See what we got going. Oh, let's look at a lot of these.
Zane could feel the poems taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant, Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Exploded.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate. Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure. Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Alright. I know something's gonna stop me. I feel like they almost might kill Barry right here.
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Barry.
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Whoa, whoa, whoa now.
Hey, on the corner!
That did not hit me.
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key! Al, please tell me we're headed for the East. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon, sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Barry's a good guy.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al, I
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
If I lose my gun again,
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
I lost my gun. I lost my flashlight.
Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah, Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a take-it! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Look at him. You go, Barry. I mean... I don't have a flashlight. This is super unfair if they... I'll run. I'm a coward. Yeah. Ah, nothing even hit me. I lost my gun. What? Oh, I made that jump? What? Lion. You bastard.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
I would just come down this way for nothing? Move!
crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Am I missing what was supposed to turn it?
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Dang, nothing. Nothing! Well, yeah, it's okay if it goes out now because it blew out the... Check just in case he put like a main... Nope, nothing. Alright. I don't have a flashlight. Oh, flare gun.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
At least I got a flashlight now. It's something. Because, like, if I go up against an object, it's not too bad because I can kind of hide behind trees. But if it's people, you can barely, you can't really outrun them. They're faster than you. Yeah. Okay, guys. Dang, I couldn't. I wouldn't even let. Like, it's weird that like you get hit.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
I'm just like, oh,
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
I can't even dodge once you get hit. And they are so fast. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh god. Yeah, they might kill me again. Is it better just to run? It might be. Yeah. I think the generator's a decoy. Come into the light, ding dongs. Yeah, generator I think might just be a decoy. Is that Barry?
The car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
This appears to be the right way to go. So let me see if there's anything over This way? Nope, nothing. Okay. You don't think that generator was gonna help me at any point? What's it telling me to switch to? Heavy duty flashlight? What's the heavy duty flashlight do? It's bigger and better. I guess I get this flashlight, but...
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
But you don't know if it's Barry or not. Yeah, I think that is the way, so let me check back here, just in case. You'd think that these campers would have had a weapon. Guess not. So, the heavy-duty flashlight...
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Aliens. Almost got me. Almost got me. Got me. Whatever. Let's see if you can step in it. bro. Yay.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Not only did they leave the gun behind, the shotgun behind, baby. Did I pick up? Yeah, I did pick up the manuscript.
Moved on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought their shades before.
I mean, what? If that would have killed me, that would have been really funny.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry?
No! Danny, you're not... Ah! Please! Ah! What are you... Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
I bet it's like a squirrel. Oh, I get to pick up something.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Let's see. Oh.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way. Near escapes. Cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Oh. So the drunk guy's gonna help me, huh? How the... Am I just crazy? How am I getting out of this room? Oh, there we go. Oh, he dead. Looks like he's not helping me. My God.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The front door was locked.
But the window was open.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Why did you make me go around that way? Let's see what the manuscript says.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Oh, a porta pot. I can finally poop in peace. 2-ply. Thank God. I can go in the cellar. Ooh. Oh, sweet. Treasure chest. Anything else around? Come on, gimme. Oh, flashbang, baby. If there's a boss fight coming up, that should be pretty good off now. Getting through that forest was kind of a bumpy
If
ride.
Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
As I got out of the car to go to the old tractor trailer to collect a can of coffee, I knew I was a madman. What car is that big? So that appears to be the correct way. Trade this car for a better Jeep. Oh. This is what I'm talking about. Can I drive it? Yeah, I can. Okay, so if I crash or mess up this car, I got backup. Oh, you know what? You just let me explore everywhere, leading to the same spot. That seems to want me to go. Maybe the... Okay, so both technically lead this way. Alright. Ugh. I don't want to get out here. I want to get out as close to this thing as possible. I'm gonna back in. Oh, wait, I can just get the hell out of here. Not a bad job. I got a bunch of good stuff right now. Flashbangs are gonna help me. Oh, is that a good shotgun? Hunting rifle? I don't want the hunting rifle.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning, at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBS.
And give her the number to Morgan & Morgan. I knew something was gonna happen. I don't know what I hit right there, but I hit it there. Way down the mountain. I said I don't care. Pet Marita's there. I can do this all day long. My car is nice and strong. So they tried to come after me in a car. You dummies. You think I'd be coming down you, coming at you? I'm drunk now, apparently. Alright, maybe I can't. You know what? I think that's the way I'm supposed to go up. But they want me to not be in my car. That's okay. I see how it is. They thought, oh, well, yeah, he's gonna attack these guys. Everybody's loading for the darkness. Checkpoint reached. Alright, this is a good cutting point.